Welcome to Paranormal Nightfall.
The Black Pyramid of Alaska. The Black Pyramid of Alaska, located in the Alaska Triangle, has long fascinated people. Some have claimed that the pyramid is so important to national security that all traces have been erased along with the military base used to watch over it. All satellite images have been hidden. The area is of important strategic value as cities such as Moscow, Beijing, and New York are equidistant from the location. It is said that the pyramid resonates energy that provides a number of extraordinary properties. Project Stargate. Remote viewing, the practice of perceiving locations, objects, or information from a distance through psychic means, was the cornerstone of the CIA's Project Stargate. Established in the 1970s and running until its declassification in the mid-1990s, the project aimed to harness these abilities for intelligence gathering. During one remote viewing session, something extraordinary was revealed: an ancient, black pyramid buried deep beneath the Alaskan wilderness, far larger and older than any known human construction. One of the remote viewers associated with Project Stargate, former police officer Pat Price, while in a deep psychic trance, described a colossal structure hidden beneath the Earth's surface, in Alaska's Mount Hayes. This pyramid, made of a dark, glossy material, was said to dwarf the Great Pyramid of Giza both in size and in the mystery of its origin. He detailed an intricate network of tunnels and chambers within, suggesting it was not just a monument but perhaps a repository of ancient knowledge or technology. Price later died of mysterious circumstances in his hotel room. His death deemed a heart attack. Yet an autopsy was never performed and he was immediately cremated. Later Price's files would be uncovered that indicated 3 more alien bases in mountains. One in Spain, one in Zimbabwe, and one in Australia. Another remote viewer, Joseph McMonigal, would take up Price's work and confirm a structure within Mount Hayes. He detailed pipes and tubes and electronics, but described a large dome with a radio antenna on top rather than a black pyramid. This result diminishes the credibility of these reports, or is there perhaps a dome covering the pyramid? He found another base in Australia and still others in Spain and Zimbabwe, seeming to confirm Price's observations. Skeptics were quick to point out the lack of physical evidence and the implausibility of such a discovery going unnoticed by the scientific community. Yet, the story found fertile ground in the minds of those who are willing to accept a more unconventional answer. Is this a civilization or even extraterrestrial visitors, hidden away from public knowledge by secretive government forces? Critics of the tale argue that remote viewing, despite its occasional accuracies, is highly susceptible to the viewer's imagination and preconceptions. They contend that such a significant find, if real, would have left some trace accessible to conventional exploration and research methods. Moreover, the US government's official stance on Project Stargate concluded that it never produced actionable intelligence results, casting further doubt on the veracity of such claims. Ground shake. According to a retired US Army counterintelligence agent, Doug Muchler, the Chinese detonated a nuclear bomb as part of its largest nuclear test to date on May 22, 1992. Wikipedia lists the test on May 21. American scientists studying the Earth's crust had set up monitoring equipment in Alaska. With that equipment they detected the blast but were not ready for what it showed. They used this opportunity to further study what was below the Earth's surface. However, it's said that the scientists discovered a large cavity in the ground just 50 miles from Mount McKinley and 700 feet underground. What they found blew their minds. A large pyramid even larger than the Great Pyramid of Giza was detected. The pyramid, also known as the Black Pyramid, existed within a mountain. Muchler claims to have joined the military in 1981 and served until 1995 as a chief warrant officer in military intelligence. Award-winning journalist Linda Moulton Howe reported that she had Muchler's records showing that he did indeed serve in the military in counterintelligence, but in Southwest Asia. Muchler also claims that he was transferred from Alaska to Fort Meade, which is the home of the National Security Agency. He began trying to gather more information on the Black Pyramid but, at first, couldn't find anything. Pressing on further, he was told where he could find such information, but was told he didn't need know. The television station KYUR-TV in Anchorage in December of 1992 broadcast a report on the blast and the discovery of the pyramid. Not surprisingly, that report was supposedly erased and is unavailable. Muchler says he first heard the story while in the orderly room at base, and when he tried to record it on the next broadcast it didn't air. Moulton Howe interviewed Muchler in 2012. 20 years after the detonation, Muchler recounted his story to her. Interestingly, the day after the interview broadcast, she was contacted by the son of a former Western Electric engineer and confirmed Muchler's story and added some fascinating information. The son said that his father worked in Alaska from 1959 to 1961 on an unusual electrical system. He went on to say that his father worked for the military as part of a team that worked in the Black Pyramid. Lost. On May 27 of 2020, Nathan Campbell hired a plane to take him to Kerry Lake in the northwest corner of the Denali National Park. Campbell was well equipped for the trip, carrying camping gear, food, and a two-way satellite phone. He was literally in the middle of nowhere. According to his pilot, Campbell was on a mission to find the Black Pyramid. Searching in the dense forests of Alaska, travel to anywhere would be tough to say the least. The nearest town was over a week's journey from his campsite. Campbell was doing what no one had done before. He was searching for the pyramid on foot. Adding to that is the dangerous wildlife such as bears and sudden snowstorms. Campbell was to be picked up in mid-September. However, he wasn't there. In fact, his satellite text stopped in mid-June. A search party failed to pick up any sign of the intrepid explorer. They did discover his campsite, but again no sign of Campbell. Only an entry in his diary where he wrote he went to get water. He never returned. The search was eventually called off due to weather. Campbell spent a month looking under every rock to find the secret entrance to the pyramid. Did he succeed? Top secret. A retired naval captain reported on Coast to Coast AM that he noticed a powerful source of electromagnetism when working on a top-secret program in Alaska. Disruption of the base's communications, including with aircraft, was a common occurrence. The captain believed that the anomalies were the result of the Black Pyramid. He said that he tried to report these facts to his superior officers, but was threatened with court-martial if he persisted. There are many other stories about the Black Pyramid, too numerous to report here. So, were records altered? Were tapes erased? Is this another government cover-up? Why the delay in reporting the story? Is this story true or just a fanciful hoax? Is it a sign of a past civilization or alien base? You decide.
Subscribe, like, and comment. Watch these videos next.